So a panic attack is your body shouting danger, even when you're not in actual danger. Biblically speaking, this is your storm moment. It is the Psalms 23 moment of, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. So your mind is pulled into fear and your body follows. So the goal isn't necessarily to act tough or pretend it's not happening. The goal is to return to presence and return to truth. So presence looks like come back to here, and truth might look like come back to who God is and who you are in Him. And so I'd like to go over a minute and a half protocol or a 60 to 90-second protocol that you could use to orient yourself. I would say step one, you want to name it without agreeing, and this might take about 5 to 10 seconds. But you want to say something out loud if possible, or quietly if needed, like, this is panic, not prophecy, or this is a body alarm, not a spiritual verdict. This is your biblical discernment. So you're separating the experience from the meaning you're tempted to attach to it. Does that make sense? For the second step, you want to use a 3x3 rule, which is we want to return to presence. And that takes about 20 to 30 seconds. But it's something like you want to look for 3 things. Lord, bring me back to now. So you would name 3 things that you see. And then you want to name 3 things that you could hear. So you could say to yourself, your peace is here with me. And then you could name 3 sounds that you hear. And then finally, you want to move. This could be like breaking out into a praise break, but you want to move some body parts. So you could say to yourself, my body will settle. I am safe now. And then you can move 3 body parts. So this is basically practicing be still and know that He is God in a physical way. It's not mystical, but it's grounded. And then finally, for step 3, you want to look at breathe like a psalm. And this might take about 20 to 30 seconds. So breathing isn't new age. Breath is literally the sign of life God sustains. So do 3 slow rounds. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2, exhale for 6. And on the exhale, repeat, the Lord is my refuge, or God is here with me. Longer exhales signal safety to your nervous system, which helps the panic wave crest and fall. Does that make sense? So step 4, you want to think about replacing the fear script with a truth script. And this might take around 10 to 20 seconds as well, because panic speaks in absolutes. I'm going to die, or I can't handle this, or I'm trapped. And your job is to answer it with truth, not arguments. Okay. So you could pick one. You could think to yourself, when I'm afraid, I will trust in you. Or it could be something like, God has not given me a spirit of fear. Or it could be peace, be still. Or you could think to yourself, the Lord is near. And we're not looking at these as magic words, but as mental obedience. So we're taking the thought captive and returning it to God. So just remember that a panic attack is a false alarm. Your body thinks it's a threat, so it hits the gas, the increased heart rate and the breathing and the adrenaline. And you don't stop it by wrestling with it. You stop it by interrupting the loop and retraining the alarm. And then you use the 3-3-3 rule that brings you back to the room. Scripture brings you back to truth. Breathing brings your body back to safety. So if we were to put this in one line, it would be ground in the room, anchor in the word. Does that make sense?